Right, okay, just to conclude this feature, and I guess I have copied this idea from the Bear Pit TV, which is Stoke City's version, unofficial version of a TV channel which is run by the supporters. Their presenter's better looking than me. What he did was read out some quotes on his website from supporters about news, changes, the transfer window, so I'm going to attempt to do the same. Now, the Leek Town forum, which you would find on the official website, Steve Reynolds, who administrates a fantastic web page that brings us up to date. There's often a little community that speak in the forum and various opinions are aired. Now, in my opinion, if you post on the internet in a public forum, that becomes public property. So I will make no apologies for reading out a couple of quotes. The first one from Mike at Brown Edge. He says, "Sorry to lose some of the Newcastle lads, but delighted..." Let me start again. "Sorry to lose some of the lads to Newcastle, but delighted to read we're keeping Darren Chadwick and others, looking to be building up nicely." Okay. Paul Buxton, he's a regular Leek Town supporter. He says, "Sorry to hear I'm struggling with this. Sorry to hear Ash Jackson has decided to leave, but as for the others, if they need to play for their mates so they're guaranteed a game, then they're not the players for us." Scathing there from Paul Buxton. Not sure if I completely agree with that comment, but he's entitled to his opinion. Steve Reynolds, he says, "Ash Jackson is a loss, but with the travelling, I'm amazed he lasted 2 seasons, but a big thanks to him for his efforts. We do have loyal players, Niall Maguire, Dan Shelley and Tim Grice with 3, 4 and 5 years respectively, and it's great to see them on board again along with Chadwick and Curley in defence, and not forgetting the player manager himself." Fair point, what can I say? That's positive. Did I mention Ash Jackson before? He's left the club, and yes, he is a loss. I think he lives Sheffield Barnsley way. The travelling to Harrison Park has obviously taken its toll on Ash, and he felt it was time to perhaps move to a club closer to home. Ossett Town is obviously up that neck of the woods, so all the best, Ash. Kev Chandler, now he has a lot to say. Always an opinion that might be controversial, wears his heart on his sleeve, as he says so himself. So listen to this. "Same here, gutted Ash has gone, and I wish him and his family well. But as for Jordan Johnson, he sold his soul to the British Virgin Islands that season. We should have gone up. And came back knackered and let Kazza down with his performances and let us down to be with his mates. Once bitten, twice shy. Sorry it has to be said, I'm afraid. I see it. I say it as I see it." Scathing, not happy with Jordy Johnson. I don't completely agree with that. I think, and I offer my view, that if you had an opportunity to play in a World Cup qualifier, regardless of who the nation is, you're going to be doing it, aren't you? I would have thought. So I interviewed Jordy about a year back, and he was a very, very amenable, approachable gentleman. And let's not forget, he scored a lot of goals when he was at Leek Town and could be a very important player for his next season. If he wears the blue shirt, we should be supporting him, and we should, for me, let bygones be bygones. But Kev, that's not to disrespect your opinion. You are completely entitled to it. You are a loyal supporter who pays your money, so fair play. However, Terry Boot, he jumped to the defence. That's a bit harsh on Jordan. Remember, it's a team game and we lost it over a season, not just a couple of games. I agree with Mike. Put yourself in Jordan's shoes. If you had the chance of playing there, I'm sure you would have gone. However, Jordan, I won't forgive you for scoring against us last season in a 3-3 thriller. Looking forward to your free kicks. Oh, and all the best to Ash. That's our own Terry Boot. So, that's interesting to read some quotes out from the forum. I'm going to round this little feature up now, because I'm going to go and get my little boy from school. There is plenty more to talk about, plenty more happening, but I'll make another production in the next 3 or 4 days to prevent overload. Jim Lockett, Leek Town TV, looking forward to the new season. Thank you very much.